If you're looking to add a special touch to your fall decorations, we've got the perfect project for you. Karen Gard of Darling Octopus is back to show us how to make these adorable burlap pumpkins. Karen, the other day I was cleaning out the garage and I saw a couple of pieces of burlap that I had left over, and I knew you were coming in.
You saved them.
So I saved them because I thought this looks so fun.
Yeah, this is a really fun project, and this can be a no-sew project. You just need to start with a rectangle of fabric. And I didn't measure, it's just not very precise. The bigger your rectangle, the bigger your pumpkin's gonna be. This is a folded over piece that will end up with a pumpkin about this size. So I did sew this one length, but if you do not wish to sew, you can use something like this heat and bond, where you just put this strip of adhesive on and you iron it, and then it'll stay together. So if you have fabric with a good side and a bad side, you wanna sew it together with the good sides facing. With the burlap, it just doesn't really matter. So,
way back when was this heat and bond? Because that was fast. A lot of people may have said, what was that? Way back when, was that called Stitch Witchery?
Yes, and there's a lot of different brands that make it. So after you have that side stitched together or heat bonded together, you are going to get some twine, and there's a lot of different options for this too. There's a really rustic stuff, and I just found this green that I thought would look cool with the orange. So you want to get 6 pieces of twine that are just a tiny bit longer than the long side of your rectangle, and then tie them in a knot at the top. Then you're going to put that through your rectangle, and you're going to have it poking out the top right here, and you're going to gather your fabric around that string, and then you're just going to secure it with a rubber band. So I'm gonna
I'm like silent because this is mesmerizing, and I feel like this would be such a therapeutic project. Just go in your little craft zone and do it.
Yeah, and it's really fast. And you can also, you know, get the kids involved. Once I flip this around, my kids, the little ones, love to put the stuffing in. So after I do that, I'm gonna just flip it inside out. All right. So
you flipped it inside out. Now you've got almost like a
little pouchy. And I'm just gonna, that would be great.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna fill it up. This is just regular.
And the string is outside?
Yeah, we're gonna pull it up in a second. So this is just regular like polyfill pillow stuffing. You're gonna just kind of break it up a little and stuff it in there until you have the size pumpkin you like.
What if you wanted to be, and these noise factor was not an issue, you could stuff this with old plastic bags.
Yeah, you can stuff it with anything, really.
Newspaper.
Yeah, because you won't be able to see through the burlap, really.
I mean, a little bit, but, you know, polyfill's best. Don't let me try to steer us otherwise.
Okay.
Okay, so you filled it about 2/3 of the way up, right?
And then I'm going to get another rubber band, and I'm gonna close off this part.
You kind of want to smoosh it a little?
Yeah, you want to kind of have it all sort of the shape that you want the pumpkin to be. Tie this around there, and we're going to trim off this extra fabric, but not quite yet.
Okay. Scissors at the ready.
So then you're going to go get your strings, and you're going to pull them up, and you're going to try to kind of space them evenly. And when you pull them up, you're going to push them under your rubber band.
Okay.
And this is what is going to make it look like a pumpkin.
Cool.
So you go all around doing that. Yep.
And it's really neat because you could do black and white. You could get, even though these are sort of rustic, you could do sort of a modern-y twist on it.
Yeah. They have like chevron burlap and all kinds of stuff. They probably have some special Halloween ones with bats or something.
I'm super jazzed about this too because I think for Vivian's birthday, I'm going to do a pumpkin theme.
Ooh.
And wouldn't these be fun? We could make them at the party.
You can make little teeny tiny ones as party favors or for...
hands-on while they're there.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, I'm putting my last guy through there.
Everybody just saw a plan come together. That's what just happened right there.
Okay, so once you get those all in there, you just want to sort of space them out and pull them tight.
So you see how it's all, there you go.
So it's looking pumpkin-y. All right, and then we're going to cut another piece. Can you give me another piece of the green?
Sure.
We're gonna get kind of a long piece here, and we're gonna wrap it around the top to make our stem.
Ready? Cut.
Okay.
Did we need to trim any of that off yet?
I'm gonna trim it off after I do a little bit of wrapping. So I'm just gonna tie this on here with a double knot.
And she's doing this real time because I can hear producer telling me, we got about 30 seconds left.
So you wrap this all around the top.
Do you take all the strings now, or just that one?
Just this
okay,
one.
Just the one.
And you wrap it all the way up, and then back down again.
Okay.
And then you tie it off. And then once you do that, then you cut this extra top piece off.
So it's just cut over there. How does
Yep.
it look like it tapers off, though? You just make the magic happen, and that's how it does it?
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that.
Now, if you want to make these little curly cues, you take your extra pieces that are hanging down, and you paint them with a paintbrush with some Mod Podge. You put a little tin foil so you don't get glue on your pumpkin, and then you wrap the tendril around a straw or a pencil, and then you just sort of secure it until it dries. It takes about an hour.
Man, I don't know if we'll get curly cute tendrils at the party, but we definitely will be making pumpkins. Karen, it's great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for being back. You can learn more about getting crafty and creative. Connect with Karen by visiting darlingoctopus.com. You can also follow her. She's all over social media, but follow her on Instagram at darlingoctopusdecor.